All right, everyone. Welcome back to another video by the Premium Gaming Network. My name is Dave, and welcome back. Tonight we're gonna try something new here. We're gonna go into Madden 16, and we're gonna play some franchise mode and show you my tips and strategies how to build a great franchise. So let's have some fun and get going. All right. I do want to. I think I'm gonna start with a. I think I'm gonna start with a subpar team. I'm probably gonna do. I'm going back and forth between the Buccaneers and the Browns. I don't know what I want. So we gotta give it a second here. Just in case anyone was wondering, I did mute the game, just because the music's gonna get removed anyway. So I just saved myself a step later on. Um, so that's that. If and when we do play a game, though, I will definitely give you volume to hear the commentary. Okay. And again, we want to thank you all for watching and being part of the team. Um, Without you guys, we're nothing. You know what I mean? And I want to thank you for the substantial growth we've had very recently. Last 48 hours have been huge for us. So again, I want to thank you for that as well. I mean, they do have Evans. I think I'm going to do the Browns. Okay, starting point. We'll do coach. I like to start in the preseason, only because it allows you to make cuts, you know what I mean? So, and really, tweak your team with free agents and so on. So we're going to start there. League settings. Okay, I like to do 6 minutes, no accelerated clock. Normal. I always turn coach firing off. I know it might be cheap, but I do it for one reason. I do it because the way I like to build generally through the draft. And the way I do, I'm basically guaranteeing 1 to 2 years of mediocrity. You know what I mean? So, always when you do start a new franchise, make sure you get rid of fill roster. Uh, that way, the computer doesn't give you a player through free agency that you don't want. So always keep that in mind as well. I will be playing the actual games in all pro mode. Just makes it a little, it's still a challenge, but it makes it a little easier. If you do want to see me play it on all Madden, leave a comment below, and I will adjust the difficulty accordingly. Okay, so please feel free to do that as well. So we're just waiting for this to load, and we'll get started. The first thing I'm going to want to do here is I am going to want to just do a quick look over of the team number one. Okay, I see the O-line is solid. I got a great tight end. I got a decent wide receiving core. Running backs are mediocre. Quarterback is going to be a big, difficult area for me, and obviously fullback there too. So I'm going to go right into free agents, okay? I'm going to see what's out there. So I got a fullback right away. He's actually really good too. Let's see what else is out there. Middle linebacker, that would be nice. Tommy Kelly, solid. Pollard, solid. Miller's not bad. But overall, there's really nothing that's getting me excited. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my roster and look to see what I can trade away for picks. Okay, and I want to trade those players to teams that are bad. So hopefully I can get a good pick out of it. As you can see right now, I'm projected to get the third pick. So Josh McCown. He's going to be the first casualty, hopefully. And I'm going to dump him for whatever I can. He's making $3.8 million, and he's pretty much worthless to me. Dwayne Bowe's number 2. 4.37 with 74 overall. That's horrific. And he's on the backside of his career anyway. Okay, so I think... Oh, man, he's making a lot, too. And him, okay. So we got a quarterback and 2 overpaid wide receivers. Now, the Bears. They're generally not very good. They're always mediocre. So they have no interest in this trade. You know what? I can honestly understand that. What if I made that a 3rd round pick? What would that... Would that be of any interest? So if I get rid of Hawkins or whatever his name is, and I offer them a 7th round pick, that will usually entice them. Let's see. No interest. Okay, so they don't want him at all. I mean, I can scroll, but to be honest with you guys, I mean, this is crap of the crap. Normally I don't want to trade inside my division or conference, but I mean, these guys are so bad, it's like whatever. Let's see if I can get a fifth round pick. Wow, they won't even give me a 5th round pick. I'm going to go to the 49ers. I'll take a 6th round pick. And I'm still giving them a 7th. Fine. Great. Right now, I'm just worried about clearing salary cap, number 1. And number 2, I'm looking to acquire draft picks. Dansby. I'm going to see if I can move him. Man. I'm going to see if I can move these 2 guys, if anyone has any interest. As you're scrolling through, as you can see next to their faces, they have a red bar. If it turns yellow, they have medium interest. If it turns green, they have high interest. I mean, I know Dansby is in a contract year, and I see the Dolphins have a little interest. That's fine. So I'm going to keep scrolling, see if I can get any green. If I can get green, I can almost get close to a 1st round pick. With a yellow, probably 2nd to 4th round range. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Dolphins. Because I don't feel like they're going to be very good. But again, it's Madden. You never know. I'm going to see if I could get a 2nd round pick from them. Have no interest. Alright. Here's another thing, guys. If you're looking at draft picks, anything after the 4th round, you have a microscopic chance of hitting on. I have no problem trading a 5th, 6th, or 7th round pick for a 2nd. I would do that in a heartbeat if they'll take it. Perfect. I just cleared. So I've already cleared $18 million off the books. Okay, number 1. And I have. So I'm back to even on my 6th round picks. I still have 1 left. And I just gained a 2nd round pick in 2 trades. So you just got to be a deal maker and try and find the value out there, you know what I mean? I think that's a great deal. And frankly, if my first year here, if I go terrible and have, and like 3-13, I'd actually be okay with that my first year. Wow, he's making $7 million. At center. Yeah, we're going to trade him. I should be able to get something for him. That's a position, I have a hard time spending that type of money on. you'll probably see, unless I hit like some stud in the draft. The only way I'm paying 7 million is if he's like 90 plus overall. That's just the only way that it even makes any resemblance of sense. So I see that really I have no green out there. I'm going to try and do the same thing though. I'm going to try and get a second round pick for him. See what happens. So we'll do the same thing. I'm going to offer him a 6th round pick. Because again, I got one in that first deal. Perfect. So I've lost a 6th round pick overall, but I've gained 2 seconds. That's great success. The first through the 3rd round is where you're going to get 90% of your value. Okay? So now let's go back to free agency. Fill in the gaps a little bit. You know, and I'm not going to be looking for top of the line guys here. If there's a young guy like Greg Little, 26.73, I'll sign him to a 1-year cheap deal. You know what I mean? Nothing to lose. You know, if he doesn't do much, he gets cut. You know what I mean? Jim Cordell, I've never heard of him in real life. Actually, I know Rich Ernberger. He's a little older. Again, it's a 1-year player. Sign. Middle linebacker. You know, I actually like Spikes a lot. McLean I like too. I don't know if I want to spend $3 million on a rental. Yeah, Darryl Sharp. I mean, 27.75 overall. Actually, you know, I'm gonna go McLean. I know he's a little older, but he's just he is a decent player. He might be a scheme guy, but whatever. Alfonso Denard. I'm actually a fan of his. He's 25. He's 78 overall. Cheap deal. Sign me up. You know, doing this here, I'm looking for youth, and I'm looking for value. Okay? You know, if I was fighting for a playoff spot here, you know, if this was year 2 or 3, I'd be signing all those top guys to fill in roster spots. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't want to be a top. I don't want to be one of those top teams this year. I want to get a high 1st round pick and go from there. There's where my value is going to be. And hope we strike big, you know. Okay, I think center will check. Yeah, is he younger? Yeah, we're going to go with the young guy. For a position like that. Left end, yeah. Middle linebacker. We'll do McLean, although this guy actually had a pretty decent season there in real life. I think, well, we'll go McLean for now. And if you notice, I got rid of a lot of bad contracts, and I really didn't lose a lot of of overall talent. So I mean that's a victory. So I had like my linebacker. He was 84 overall. He was making a good amount of money, and he was on the last year of his deal. Okay. So I traded him. I got a 79 overall guy, and I got a 2nd round pick. And I know I'm not going to be competing this year, so that's a victory for me. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that all day. I know he's good at returns. Cut him. Ton of wide receivers. Yeah. 43 overall. Oh my god. Okay. You know, at those positions that I just looked at, those are the guys you're going to want to cut quick. You're not going to want to hold on to 5 tight ends or 9 wide receivers or, anything like that. What will they give me for him? Let's see. He's young, but a third-round pick in 2016. I mean, that is tempting. By the Bears. I'm actually going to take that. Yeah, he's young. Yeah, he has upside. A guy like that usually won't end up being much higher than, 80, 82 overall. Take the third round pick. If you hit on a good third round pick, you can still get a guy in the high 70s or 80s to start. If you get lucky there. So scouting is very important too. So that's where I'm going to start. For people that are watching this and wondering, I'm going to do this video in parts because from the feedback I've seen, what is going on here? Oh, I hope I just didn't lose what I was doing. I'm just waiting for this. Okay. Here we go. That was really weird. Sorry about that. So like I was saying, I'm going to do this video in parts. They'll probably be 30 minutes to an hour each. And that way it breaks it up. And you can watch it at your own pace. And that's from you guys telling me that, through my Twitter poll and through DMs. So, again, do follow us on Twitter, too, at Premium Gaming 16. We're over 300 followers now. I'm very excited about that. And not only that, I'm hearing feedback from you. I'm going to do, weekly polls. I encourage DMs and retweets and all that and likes. All that stuff matters to me. So, I think overall that's just... it's a huge opportunity for me to learn what you guys want to see. Because, again, this channel is all about you guys. Without you guys, I'm nothing, the channel's nothing. So we're definitely going to be listening to you. And if you DM or tweet me something and I don't respond, trust me, I saw it. I look at everything. I check it several times a day. So... I want to hear what you have to say. And again, you could also leave a comment below, but I love Twitter as a resource, and I'm a huge advocate of it. Alright. So let's do our final cut down here. Normally I want to carry 5 DBs. Who's hurt? Another trick, guys. If there's someone on your team you want to keep, but they got injured in the preseason, all you gotta do is put them on IR, and you get to hold them. Actually, you know what? We'll cut him. Alright. Darryl Richardson, I thought he had a lot of upside on the Rams there. But he apparently fell through the cracks and is nothing really. So on a guy like this, I'm going to see what their catching is. Okay. So he can't catch. He's done. You're fired. Alright. we'll cut that 65 rated guard. Boom. Alright. So we're square. I'm only carrying two D tackles. But like I said, I frankly don't really care. This season we're all about finding out who we are and building for the future. So, like I said, guys, if I win 10 games, I'll be ecstatic. But frankly, if I win 3 games, I'd actually be happier this particular year. Because I want those draft picks. You know, I'm going to have 1 first, 3 seconds, and 2 thirds this year. And once I start scouting, if I find that the guys aren't there, whatever, you trade them to next year, and you'll get even more value. So, you know, sometimes when I do these, I get lucky, and year 2, I'm hitting. Year 3, I'm hitting. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 years. Like, I'm already 4-4. That's almost like too good. But let's take the time. Let's scout quick. Alright. Sorry for any background noise, guys. The heat is on, so I do apologize. Hopefully in another week or two, we're not going to have to worry about the heat. Okay, so I always go to unscouted. That just, every time you scout someone, it just goes away. So basically, right now, this is my first scout of the season. So I basically want to see everyone. So anyone in the first round for the initial scout, I'm going to look at them. I want to see what they got. Because I don't know who I'm going to keep at the end of this year. You know what I mean? Sorry for the lag here. It looks like the cloud server is not performing for Madden here. That can be annoying. That usually goes away, though. The only reason I'm doing the cloud version and not the regular version is it simulates faster. So I figure that's better for you guys. So that's the main reason I'm doing that. First round, like I said, I'm looking at everyone. But I'm going to be focusing wide receiver, cornerback, mainly. Maybe running back if one pops up. In a quarterback. Now, quarterback, though, I kind of want to look for the second or third round. Because generally what's going to happen is you're going to draft a quarterback, and he's not going to be very good the first 2 years. Or he'll be mediocre. And you're going to be paying him top dollar. So I don't find that to be a good value. When you're building a new franchise, especially starting with a garbage team, you need to be all about value seeking, okay? So, all 4 and 9, you know, that's, as weird as this sounds, that's actually where we want to be. We want that pick. I'm assuming someone probably got injured too, but unscouted now. So, we like that, okay. D-tackle we do need. So now I'm getting close to the second round here. So now I'm going to really be looking for positions. My O-line seems to be solid right now. I'm not overly concerned. You know, I need defensive tackles, so I like that. I don't really need a lot of outside linebackers. So there we go. We got some guys looked at there. Now we're gonna simulate to the end of the season, and then we'll do another scout. Season goal miss. You don't say. What did we finish with? Oh, brutal. 4-12. That's, what did I say though? That's where I wanted to be. You get to 4-12, you're gonna have a top 5 pick usually. there's where you need to be. And now here's the other thing too. If there's not a great skill guy like a wide receiver or a cornerback or a quarterback um, in the top wherever I pick, I'm going to trade down. Get more picks, get more value. All right, so let's see. Josh Gordon. I do like him. I think he's been rated pretty low because of all his off the field issues in real life. I'm going to see if I can get him pretty cheap, though. I would do that deal in a heartbeat. I'll even overpay him a little bit. Hey, that's a great deal for the team. He's actually pretty good. Oh, I don't like that money, though. Okay, we're going to hold off. Young, almost 80. That's what you want to see. He's going to be really cheap. All right. Good. I might keep him. Actually, I'm not. Benjamin, we definitely want him. I think he is significantly undervalued in this game. He's a burner, too. He's fast. I mean, you know, for these cheap contracts, it's just a no-brainer. I mean, a guy like that, let's see, that's a little over $4 million a year. I don't know if I want that. 3.5. Ugh. I'm gonna offer that to him. I don't think he'll take it though. He didn't. I'm actually not that upset about it. If he was 1.5 to 3 million, I would take him in a heartbeat. Not for 4.5 million or whatever he wanted. Now, a guy like this, I actually don't mind. I'm not going to pay him a lot of guaranteed money, though. Just in case I want to cut him. But for, 2.6 a year as a solid backup, I'd be happy with that. Greg Little. Let's see here. I love these guys. Okay. I mean, how do you lose on a deal like that? 650 grand, only 50 guaranteed. You cut him. Who cares? Yeah, and all of these guys I'm just going to let go. And as you can see there, I got 38.5 million left over. We can do some splashes in free agency. Yeah, I'm actually very happy about that. Perfect. The only thing I really want to look at is my scheme right now. I want to set my scheme now to set up the future. I must admit, guys, I am a big Belichick fan, and I know his playbook inside and out in Madden, so I'm going to stick with something like that. I think for defense, I like Zimmer. I think I'm going to do Zimmer. We do not want to be a power run team. I think, maybe a little West Coast. I'd actually rather be a 4-3 team, to be honest with you. Pocket passer, I don't think. Yeah, well, balance, that's fine, good. Yeah, that's alright. So I want one guy to be a speed rusher, one guy to be a balance, one prototype and balanced. Okay, middle, be closer to balanced, and then prototype. Okay, man-to-man is what you want. Playmaker, playmaker. I go clutch, and then punter. Doesn't really matter where he kicks it that much. I go power. Alright, so now I've set up my base of what I'm going to be looking for in free agency. I thought I got a couple guys on steel contracts, so I'm happy about that. Alright guys, and I think I'm going to end this part of the video here. So this will be part 1. Please do hit that subscribe button and give us a big thumbs up on YouTube. Again, we thank you so much for watching. Check us out at twitter.com. We are at Premium Gaming 16. And on Facebook at facebook.com/Premium Gaming Network. Alright. And as always, add me on PSN dpelly7737. And on Xbox One at DP7737. Alright guys, thank you so much. Part 2, I will be starting right now. Thank you so much.